Chapter 1: Basic Components of Computer. Learning Outcomes. Computer System. Working of a computer. Characteristics of a computer. Computer hardware. Computer software. Computer system. Computer is an electronic machine made up of various elements which helps in its effective functioning and processing. The word computer comes from the term compute, which means to calculate or count. A system is a combination of components which are used together for a specific task. A computer system is made up of many parts. Each part of the computer performs a different task. The computer system is a combination of hardware and software that work together. Components of a computer system are the primary elements which make the functioning of an electronic device smooth and faster. Look at the picture of a computer system below. Output devices, speakers. Output device, printer. Output device, monitor. Input device, keyboard. Processing unit, CPU. Input device, mouse. The exterior of any computerized device may look different and may also have varied features, but the basic components remain the same for their functioning. Factbot: all the computer hardware attached to it are called peripherals. Working of a computer. A computer receives the data input from the user, manipulates it according to the specified rules, process, and converts it into information or result, output. A computer working is based on the following principle: input, process, output. Input: the data and instructions that is given to a computer to do any specific task is called input. Process: the computer then converts the raw data into meaningful information. This is called processing. Output: after processing the data, computer gives the desired result, which is known as output. Let us now understand the input process, output cycle with the help of an example. Take a slice of bread. Input: put the slice in a toaster. The toaster heats the bread slice and makes it crispy toast. Process: the bread is now toasted. Output: this is how a computer works, and it is called IPO cycle. Factbot: wrong input leads to wrong output. It is called GIGO. Garbage in, garbage out. Characteristics of a computer. A computer is a useful machine. It has certain characteristics which are different from other electronic machines. Speed. A computer works at a very high speed. It provides the output in seconds. Storage. A computer has a large storage capacity. It can store large amount of data which can be reused anytime. Diligence. A computer can work for long hours without getting bored or tired. Reliability. A computer always gives accurate results. It cannot make mistakes on its own. It gives correct answer. Versatility. A computer is a multi-purpose machine that performs many tasks and is used in almost all fields. It can perform a variety of tasks efficiently. Computer hardware. The parts of a computer that we can see or touch are called hardware. All input, output, processing, and storage devices form the hardware components of a computer system. Let us divide the hardware components of a computer system. Hardware: input devices, output devices, processing device, storage devices. Input devices: the data or instruction we enter into the computer is called input. Input devices are those devices that allow us to enter data and instructions into a computer. Keyboard, joystick, scanner, mouse, microphone, web camera, and light pen are some examples of input devices. Factbot. A fingerprint scanner is a device used to identify a person by scanning their fingerprints. Processing device. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. It is called the brain of the computer. This processing device is responsible for processing data given by the user. This data works on input and sends the result to the output devices. The CPU is the chip which is placed inside the CPU box. A CPU is made up of three main parts: ALU, CU, and MU. Arithmetic and Logic Unit, ALU. ALU does all the calculations in a computer. Control Unit, CU. CU controls all the parts of the CPU. It gets data from the MU and sends them to the ALU. Memory Unit, MU. CPU stores all the data that need to be processed in the MU. Output devices. The computer components that help us to get the final result of our input are called output devices. After processing, computer shows the final result as an output. Monitor, printer, headphones, speakers, plotter, projector, and smartboard are the examples of output devices. Factbot. A smartboard is also known as electronic whiteboard. It is a classroom tool that allows images from a computer screen to be displayed onto a classroom board using a digital projector. Storage devices. Storage devices or storage media are the devices that are used to store data. We may need to save our data for future use. Hard disk, CD, DVD, and pen drive are the various types of storage devices. Computer software. Hardware alone cannot perform any function. It has to be given some instructions. A set of instructions given to the computer to perform a specific task is called a computer program or software. Software is created through the process of programming. We cannot touch or feel a software. Software works as a manager between computer hardware and users. Without software, the hardware would not be functional. There are two types of software: system software and application software. System software. System software is an inbuilt software that controls and manages all the activities of a computer. It also runs application software. Operating system, OS, is an example of the system software. OS is the most important program that runs various other applications on the computer. Microsoft Windows is the most popular operating system used by people across the world. Some of the popular operating systems are Windows, Unix, Linux, Mac OS. Application software. The software that allows user to perform some specific type of work is called an application software. For example, if we have to write a paper, we might use the application software program, Microsoft Word. To play a song, we need to run the Windows Media Player, which is specifically designed to play movies and songs. MS Word. This program is used to create, edit, and save documents. MS Excel. This program is used for doing calculations, making graphs, etc. MS Paint or Paint 3D. These programs are used to draw and paint with the mouse. SumBot. The word computer comes from the term compute, which means to calculate or count. The working of a computer is based on IPO cycle. Speed, storage, diligence, reliability, and versatility are the various characteristics of a computer. There are 4 groups of hardware components: input devices, processing device, output devices, and storage devices. CPU is the brain of a computer which performs all the functions. Without software, the hardware would not be functional. Tech bytes. System. It is a combination of components which are used together for a specific task. IPO cycle. The cycle followed by a computer system, wherein it takes the input, processes it, and then gives the output. Diligence. Working for long hours without getting tired. Reliability. The degree to which the result can be accurate. Hardware. The parts of a computer that we can see or touch. Software. A set of instructions given to the computer to perform a specific task.